Okay, we are on ISV today to work on Project Terra 2, which is a game I'm making. The issue on the screen at the bottom left is because I have to cover chat because I'm staff. And I couldn't figure out how to make it blurry. And this was a last minute thing, so it's pixelated for now. And hopefully, let's just do that to make it more pixely, because otherwise you can see through it. So let's run over to ping. Hello. This is the wrong server because I wasn't paying attention, and my ping is going crazy. Come on, ping. Okay, that's more normal. Let's see if it works now. Okay, this is where I need to go. Of course it's raining. Where's that bed that was here? This is mine. Then we're going this way, 2200 blocks. I probably didn't need to build this far out, but it was said to keep big games with redstone away from spawn, and I took that to mean as far away as possible. So for anyone new, Project Terra is a horror-based scavenger hunt. I made Project Terra, the original one, last season and streamed it. And this season I'm making number 2 with some changes from stuff I learned last season. Unfortunately, I did not pick the best spot for it, size-wise. I didn't have a size designed for it until after I picked the area, and I didn't want to move again. So last season I made a whole custom biome. It was a Badlands biome. This season I've taken over what is a jungle and part of a mangrove swamp to have enough room in land. And as you can see, it's been cleared. Thankfully, I had a bunch of people come out and help me clear all the trees because it was difficult. So right now we are tackling making it all grass. So all the pods all needs to come up. It all needs to be on the same level. Need to cover the water. Did I get all this down? Yeah, all that's down. I think I'm gonna put a glass wall around it. That's what I did last season, and that'll keep our friends the wardens in because there will be wardens. I just need to see what I have here. Do I have a bunch of grass somewhere? this gold. And do this. And then I need to take up all this pod soil. It's going to be a little shorter stream because I start later than I was supposed to because of the issue with the blur. I probably should have just turned chat off in the game, but I didn't want to miss important things. Oh, I didn't post on Twitter that I was live. Okay. So the purpose of the game, so it's a scavenger hunt game. We're going to have, I think, 8 items. Last season I had 8 items, and it seemed like a good amount. But 8 items that get dispensed randomly. They'll be named and everything, and you have to find them and put them in, either drop them off in a hopper that only accepts that one item. So there'll be 8 hoppers. Once you get all 8 done, a beacon will turn on and you will have beaten the game. The idea is kind of like a time trial. Fastest person is the winner. And the main issue you're going to have is wardens, because they're the best mob in the game. But last season it was pretty easy to learn how to get around them. Like my first time playing, after I made it, it took me an hour because I was going real slow, trying not to spawn a bunch of them. And then by the end of the season, we did a crossover event with Scar World, which is Good Times with Scars server, where we took turns streaming from each server. One person from Scar's server would go, then someone from ISV, and then we just handed it off to them. And I don't remember what I was doing for most of the 2-hour streams that I did, but like the last 10 minutes I went and showed off Project Terror, and I was able to actually complete it in like 9.5 minutes or something like that. And I think that was the fastest time that anyone beat it last season. So definitely something you can learn and get good at. Hopefully more people will come play this season. I don't think we had too many last season. I know a lot of people don't want to deal with wardens, but it's a pretty fun game. And one of the things I get a lot is people comparing it to Decked Out, which I kind of really hate, because it's not. Decked Out's a card building game. Yes, there's wardens. Yes, you have to find something. But there's a lot of games that are like that. Basically any scavenger hunt game or hide and seek game or something's the same thing. But there's no decks and cards or anything here. It's all just some droppers dropping items, and you have to find them and put them in the right spot. Might have to buy grass and dirt to finish this. I'm gonna figure out that blur between streams because that's really annoying me over there. I thought I had set up in meld at one point, and then I guess I got rid of it because I wasn't streaming from here. Good thing about the gaming district this season is we have mob spawning turned off, so I don't have to worry about lighting up under all this platform. That being said, I did make sure before deciding to build this that the warden summoning streakers would work. So once I'm done getting everything built, I can get I turn some mod coins and get a shrieker installed. Also, the any spawners here work too, which is fun because over here I have a skeleton spawner, and over here I have a zombie spawner. So I'm going to see if I can't work them into the game. It should be what level am I at? At 60. I'm looking at 68. And that's at 51. So that's 17. So it has to go. I have to bring down the game somewhere in here if I want to spawn those. And then over here, I should be at 69 here, and this is fine to spawn stuff. So I can just have them bubble up somehow. Okay. Do I have my... Yes. And here I can actually show you what we're going to be doing with this area. Actually, let me go up to that frog light. Oop. And then I can do this. We have our very own ancient city that is going to be installed. Obviously, I can't have the reinforced deep slate, but I'll probably just throw obsidian in there, or maybe crying obsidian. Ideally, if we had a nether for the gaming district, I'd use another portal there, and that's how you'd get into the game, instead of having to fly all the way over here. But that's not a thing this season, which is honestly bad. I really wish we had it. I didn't know we didn't have the nether before I started building, and yeah, it's 2,000 something blocks away. So let's turn this back off. Next season, if I decide to do Project Terror 3, I might just do that at my base. Then people can come through the nether. I'll just work my base around the idea. You know, that box is actually bugging me. I'm just gonna turn off chat. I'd rather not have chat than see that box. Hopefully I can figure something out between streams. But today's gonna be a little shorter stream anyway, since I started late. Completely out of dirt. Don't need the puzzle, don't need the seeds. Good, my ping's going back up. Wish it would make up its mind. And it's back down. Oof, I forgot this had to be covered. Excuse me. I think the plan for streaming now is going to be one block on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And then on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to do ISV so I can raid Impulse when I'm done, since I have to be there anyway. It's kind of odd this grass isn't spreading on that dirt over there. Again. Sleep for the night. Maybe before I end the stream, I'll go to the world download from last season and show Project Terror, the original one, so people can have an idea of what it is if they've never seen it before. I don't understand why I'm getting so bad of a ping at the moment. It's been fine all morning. This is the same server the shopping district's on and everything. I know it's usually a issue when you come to the shopping district with everything going up the ping and the SPT and everything, but I've been here for about a half hour. It shouldn't be fluctuating unless it's doing it anytime someone goes to a shopping district. Really? Okay. Let's just sit here and see if the ping goes down. If not, I'm going to jump to one block. Or maybe we'll jump into Season 8 download and go look at Project Terror for a while. Maybe run through it or something. Because it occurs to me that one block is a separate instance. Okay, it's gone down for now. If it jumps up to like 5,000 again, I'm just going to call it there and go to Season 8. I have uncomplicated the redstone compared to last season. And you'll see what I mean by complicated last season. It wasn't like technically difficult, it was just a lot of it to do what I need to do. Because last season the wardens spawned underground. This season they're just going to spawn in the city. It's weird not seeing chat show up. might take longer than I thought. Set a timer so I remember to go check season 8 before Impulse starts streaming. You don't belong there. Surprised how fast I'm running out of dirt. Come on, chicken. I see another one over here. Okay, this is all dirt. 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 Grass. Dirt. A little bit of dirt and grass. Okay, so I don't have a ton. But I should be able to get the rest of that spot I'm working on now done. And maybe fill in all these little cracks and crevices. And this side, I'm probably going to go buy dirt. That or mine it. I'm not really interested in mining it, though. But I'm also not interested in paying like 5 diamonds a shulker. So we'll just have to see when it gets to that. Yeah, that's all junk stuff from cleaning it up. Oop, wrong button. Next season, I am 100% finding a flat area. I was originally going to put this in a ancient city, but the nearest one was like 2,000 blocks that way from spawn, so 4,000 blocks or 5,000 blocks from here. And there were so many streakers, and I really didn't want to deal with cleaning them out. Especially since the safe hole I went down to get to there apparently had a shrieker on top of the geode that I came into. So that was fun. I thought it was safe. Jumped down, dug down, and all of a sudden I'm hearing shrieker going off and a warden spawn. So maybe this isn't where I want to be. Plus, I kind of didn't want it underground. But on the other hand, I wouldn't have to flatten so much stuff. Because everyone came out and helped me dig all this down, take all the trees down. They would have gladly helped dig the walls out if I needed to. After I made it safe, obviously. Once we have this built, I need to figure out how many shriekers I want. Last season I had one central. But this season I kind of think I want to have 2, maybe 3. And obviously there'll be a bunch of sensors around. Some visible, some hidden. Oh, actually if I have the shriekers above ground, I can't deactivate them. Maybe just below ground. That way the warden still spawns up. Dang it. The warden still spawns up, but I can put the redstone underground so it covers it with wool. I don't know if you can hear in the background, my dog's behind me snoring. So if you hear a snoring noise, it's her. I didn't fall asleep while playing. She makes all the streaming and all the Discord calls really awkward. Got called out for it in a guide meeting, not this past month, but the month before. Someone's finally like, "What is that snoring noise?" That's Maisie. She's asleep behind me. And she's a very loud snorer. But I love her, and that's all that matters. Her snoring actually helps me sleep, which is surprising. But she's been doing it since she was a puppy. Now every once in a while she doesn't snore at night. I'm like, okay, I can't sleep. I've actually woken up a few times and she's not snoring. I'm like, are you alive? Then I have to poke her. Then she looks at me like I'm stupid because I woke her. How are we doing? 3 and a little bit more to finish this row. I wonder if the gaming district has an ocean. Because that probably would have been a lot smarter. Just go out there and pour lava to get a flat area. But I'm not sure there is one. I mean, here's, oh, I mean, I guess there's at least big bodies of water. I could have done it. Oh, would that have fit? Yeah, that would have fit. Kind of. I'm sure. You know what? Let's go on a small little flight. I need rockets. I am 99% certain I had an ender chest here. It's really odd that there's not one here now. Of course, there's moss there. Okay, so is it this way I need to go? Yes. Let's just go see if it would have fit over here. Oh yeah, it could have gone right here. I may have had to take out that little island, but it could have gone right here. Ah, that's unfortunate. Next season I'll have to look better. Assuming I don't build out my base. I kind of want to build out the base, but on the other hand, I want to get a ancient city next year, or next season, to redo as my own, and I can't really have a game if my storage room is in an ancient city along with everything else. Because I don't want to play Project Terra every time I need to go get a stack of stone or carrots or something. Though that would make it more interesting. Maybe I'll leave some warden summoning shriekers around next season. So there's always the chance of setting it off. Like, it's never guaranteed, but it's just like a normal ancient city. There's a chance. I mean, people won't come visit or get stuff from my storage. I guess that makes it one heck of a security system, though. Let me check something. Okay. Got about 17 more minutes before we jump over to the Season 8 download. Let's go sleep again. Can't find a carrot. just occurs to me, being this far out, I can have a really, really big sign out. Dang it. Let me land. Ow. I can have a really big sign. I gotta turn on schematic. Which way is... Okay, this is the way towards spawn. Yeah, I could put a huge sign over here. I mean, they can't exactly miss it because it's going to be an ancient city out in the middle of a jungle / swamp. But last season's sign was kind of smaller because of, it was a lot closer to the spawn and stuff. There's other games around. So I could just make a massive sign. Really should check my inventory before I came back over here. Dirt. Stone. Grass. Dirt. Guess that grass is too low to spread. Okay, the grass is starting to spread. Looks like I should be done this section. Just about time to switch over to the download, which is actually perfect. Hoping these streams will get me more motivated on doing stuff on my projects on here on ISV. Last couple of weeks I haven't really wanted to do anything related to the projects. I was on the server doing stuff, but I didn't have any ideas for what to do. Even though obviously I had this to do on my base. I have another game over there that I want to build. And River and I want to build Mario Kart's balloon battle. Maybe that's what we'll build over in the ocean over there. That way it's flat. I'm thinking we want to use ice to get the boats around. And we'll probably build an actual platform and then put ice on top, but we won't have to dig anything out or build anything up besides the one layer. Okay. It's getting there. All that stone needs to be dug out. That shouldn't be too hard though. That just needs a little bit of dirt. That just needs to be covered. This is going to be the difficult part. Well, I guess I can just go over it instead of filling it in, just like I did all that stuff over there. Let me grab a little more dirt. We'll fill this part right here in real quick. And then we'll pop over to the world download. Excuse me? Oh, my ping's going back up. That's what the problem was. I don't get it. I was sitting at about around 100 all morning. Like, I was literally on the server all morning, no issues. Got off of it, went to go get gas and stuff, and then came back and suddenly it's jumping up to anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 for no reason. Doesn't seem to be my internet because Twitch says my bitrate's fine. Ping, please. Seriously? I know it's gonna happen. I'm gonna end stream and it's just gonna work fine. And now it's back normal. Okay. Pop all the dirt back. Okay, we're gonna go get somewhere safe so I'm not 2,000 blocks away. And then I'm gonna jump off and go to Season 8 World Download. You know, this jungle probably would have been big enough for Project Terror. It's only 800 blocks away, or even this sparse jungle. But I didn't fly this way from where I originally was going to build it. I flew around the world border. And here's another game I'm building called The City. It's supposed to be for PvP / hide and seek. Haven't gotten a lot done yet. A lot of people are interested in building a city this season, so I put up the idea and going in the gaming district for a game. But it seems like all those people decide they don't want to do it anymore. So I've got different size plots here. So I'll just come in and start building some buildings or something. Don't really have anything planned yet. Maybe we can do that on a stream at some point. But it's a lot closer to spawn than Project Terror because it's not going to have any redstone. Maybe a lever or something for stuff, but... Okay. safe, so I'm going to disconnect from here. I don't need the replay. I don't know if you heard that noise or not. That was my timer going off. Okay, single player, season 8. I know what I'm doing. Oh, good. I'm already in the redstone for Project Terror. So let me go over here, give you a little walkthrough. This is Project Terror. No, I can turn chat back on now. Chat on, and I want time set noon. Game rule, do time, what is it? Advanced time, false. Okay, so spawn for, let me get out of here. Spawn for season 8 was over there. So I'm only about 700 blocks down. And this is Project Terror. Oh, the item frames and stuff are all messed up. Or maybe they're just invisible. Anyway, these are the named items you had to find. I wasn't super creative with them, but that'll change this season. And then I had 4 different spots where you could put your stuff. Because you could play as many people as you wanted to do it. And I had a book for keeping track. There's an example, and then here's my first time, 1 hour and 16 minutes. Then we had O-Cable and Snow Strider do it in 33 and a half minutes. And then here's the time I did for the... This is the time I did the second time I played. And this is the time I did for the streaming event where it was with Scar World's people. So we had standard format, which was just you all go in and look for it together. Or we had a Olympic style one because they came to play. And basically each of them had... Oop. I forgot I was in creative. Each of them have a color, and then there's 4 different color... Actually, I can just fly over there. Why am I trying to free cam? We had the 4 different color banners here to collect. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, so obviously this is a cherry grove around here, and this is a Badlands or a mesa that I built with, thankfully, a lot of help. I think we had like 2 or 3 weeks before they were coming for the Olympics thing. Or maybe it was a month, something like that. It was a very short time. And I remember there was like 5 or 6 of us placing all of this terracotta, which was a pain to get. I will never use terracotta again like this. If I'm using terracotta like this, I'm building in a Badlands. I'm not building one and moving it somewhere. Because also it was really spawnable, which is why some of them still have torches on top, even though I used stream lights with acacia pressure plates on them. Some of them you just couldn't hide anything. That's another problem with being so narrow. Don't have that problem this season because there's no mob spawning. And then basically everywhere you see yellow carpet is where an item would pop up. So there's one there, there's one there. Got one down here in this hole. But I wasn't really nice about it. Like, say that would have summoned the warden. But it wasn't just the one item coming out of each dropper. Each dropper had like 4 or 5 different items that it could be. So you had to keep coming back and forth. And then for the Olympics one, they had to each get their own color, and they each had there's a beacon. I think it's 1 beacon for each spot. And for just normal rules, you just get all 8. So let's go down here, and we'll go to the redstone real quick. So here's the redstone. It's not super complicated. Basically, you just punch that note block, and it sends a signal down. This line here is for the what is this one? Oh, okay, that's right. Some of the barrels had stuff that would cycle through them. So the green line controlled the power to the hopper clocks for them. And then the main line down here controlled all of the dispensers for up top for where the items come out of. Like this one, the item that you got was these 2 items, but it had rotten flesh in there too. So that was random. And then over here it was these 2 items and a bunch of random stuff. That way you didn't like immediately get all 8 items. And then, let's see. We have all the skulk sensors and amethyst. That way it sends a signal. As you can see, it goes off in all the directions. So it wasn't really too far you could go without it sending one off. That was kind of a pain to learn, but it was fun. And then here's all the calibrate skulk sensors to actually summon the warden with the different things that would happen. So we only had 9 different things. There's 15, but some of them weren't practical. And then it would send a signal to this skulk sensor, which would set off this shrieker. And then that line here would also turn off, would pull away this all this wool. So if I do free camp, so you can see that now wardens can be summoned. But that it can't be. And then also there is a line here that causes it to pulse and flip this trapdoor to get the warden's attention to drive him towards this upward stream. And there's invisible light blocks here. That's why the water's not flowing out, because that's one of the things we can get on the server with a mod coin redeem, and I'd really love it for getting the water in. So yeah, he gets summoned somewhere inside this box. This is the area he can be summoned in, and there's nothing below that he could go to. And then he just eventually walks over here because of that noise, and then he'll bubble his way up. There's more invisible light blocks there, which stops it from continuing to bubble all the way up. And then eventually he'll work his way from the center of the water out to here and start roaming. And they can get into some terrifying places. This skulk here is from the first time I played. When it killed me, I'd just fallen down, it came over and killed me, and all of my levels ended up on the wall. But like, see, up here there's some skulk because they managed to get up here and get stuck. And then let me go back down here. And here we have the redstone for the beacons. When the piston goes up, the beam can go through. And this is where the item goes when you put it in the correct hopper, because we have a built-in sorter. And then it goes around. And it'll let that piston go up if the item's in it. And then at the end of the game, there's a, when you turn it off, it unpowers this and lets the item fall through the dropper dispense it. And it'll go back in the water stream and end up all the way over here in the chest. And then I will pick them up and put them back in their spots. It was definitely fun playing. Like, here's a spawner I wanted to use last season, but I physically could not get it to go up there anywhere. There wasn't enough room. So hopefully this season, I don't think there's not going to be as much below ground. I will still have this kind of system below ground, but it won't be that far down because this is like 40 blocks deep. And I'm thinking I'll have this system here. It's, how tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have just have 6 blocks down from the top layer, maybe 7, and it can just spawn up into the actual area. That way I can have like 1 in each corner or something. Something strategic like that. Oh, Impulse is live. So I will go ahead and get ready to send you all over there. So thanks for stopping by. We'll be doing a lot more Project Terra builds stuff in the next few streams. My plan is ISV stuff on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, so I can raid Impulse since I have to be over there to moderate anyway. And then the other 4 days, if I'm streaming, it'll be 1 block, unless we decide to do something different. But I haven't really settled on everything yet. I think 1 block's going to be the main thing I do, but we might try some other things. So let me send you on over. Raid Impulse SV. Why can I not raid him? What are we trying to do? Okay, let's try it this way. Nope. Tell me I can't rate him, so I'm going to go yell at him for that. So I guess if you want to go see him, go to his channel. Let me try one more time. Start raid. Nope. Okay, yeah, it's broken. So whatever. Go do what you want, I guess.